drugs. You get the drugs, and I get the money.
Kill that noise, man. Let's just
here I stand, a grown-ass man, all by myself, a grown-ass man. A young nigga with some grown-ass plans. Don't point fingers, you don't know that man. You don't know it's hard. You don't.
What's going on? We're in a new episode of Uncut Ishhh Talk, episode 14. South got something to say. Shout out to anybody that's tuned in, man. Definitely trying to make sure we live tonight. Man, definitely ain't funny, but man, I had a really good episode I did last night because, like I said, I always try to do Uncut Ishhh Talk every Friday. And I had a really good episode I did Friday. Shout out to Clyde and Adia that came through. Two people I asked to come through. Clyde done already been through before if you done seen him. Shout out my subscribers or whatnot. But it was a really good episode, and I had it set on to stream, but I didn't push for it to go live. So we was pretty much sitting there talking, streaming, but not going live. So nothing was recorded or anything. And yeah, so I'm trying to make sure we did. Yeah, we definitely live this time. I'm trying to make something do. Hopefully I have my boy Nate coming through, so I'm about to see what's up. And we're gonna get started. Let's see where we at. As far as the topics, hold on, we about to get on there.
I'm gonna make it do what it do.
Yo, what's going on, bro?
What's happening, G?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah. What's going on with you, bro?
Nah, shit. Trying to get the kids situated and ones and they're running. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna need y'all to be on your best behavior for like 30 minutes. I tell the oldest, go put on Blaze or Paw Patrol. Do something.
So I appreciate you coming through, because hell, I wasn't even sure I was going to even jump on here, man, because, bro, damn, man, bro, I fucked up last night, man. I fucked up bad, bro.
It happens, baby.
You talking about, bro, we did, like, we went for at least a good hour, maybe an hour and 30, maybe even an hour and 40 minutes, bro. I'm like, I mean, we got into a bunch of shit, and, like, I'm probably going to get in, like, some of that shit tonight, the same ones, but, man, that shit hurt my feelings, bro. I was scrambling, knowing I'm not gonna find this video. It's not there. But I'm sitting here like, come on, it's something somewhere. It's something somewhere.
It was a high school discussion. One of them classrooms discussions.
Man,
you had to be there.
I definitely want to shout out Clyde and Adia. They came through for me last night, man, and yeah. But next Friday, I'm supposed to have the same people come through. And bro, like I told you, every Friday I do this. If you want to come through with us, I know you had your situation last night or whatnot, so yeah. Man,
that jump made no sense. And I was like, Jazzy, I gotta go. I'm trying to get some stuff done. She been on the pettiest of pettiness. And I don't never get the weekend off, so I was like, I got Saturday off. I got so much to do.
Oh, you good, bro? You on the grind, bro. Hey, you working. That's a job. Hey, you doing what you gotta do.
Man, and don't nobody want to work neither. So we had like 5 people.
Oh, yeah, I already know how it is.
One guy on table. I'm looking at little dude. He fresh out of high school. I see his face like I'm by myself on a Friday night. I said, bruh, I see his board just ping, ping, ping. I said, let me help dude out, bruh. I'm still on the clock. They was like, can you bag real quick? Can you take this? I said,
bro, I feel you, bro.
My oldest calling me too. She was like, Mommy said before you come get us, can you bring a change of clothes? I said, man, I ain't driving all the way across Statesville to come back to get y'all. Didn't drive all the way back home.
Man.
I said, tell your mama I'll beat her in the morning.
I know how it is, bro. I know how it is.
I said, fuck all that. I said, it's 9:10. I said, I'm mad because I want to get on here. I want to start networking, getting out there. I said, I'm shouting this man YouTube out on every episode, and I don't even.
Oh, bro, you good, bro. You good, bro. It was a good thing though, cause you see what happened. So.
Hey, but still, I would have loved to be there, man.
The thing about it was, I just came in too, cause I was sitting here like I'm trying to get to the house. I got here at least about 7:45, bro. Probably 7:50. Trying to get set up, cause I was out doing a little bit of shopping, get my chap straight for wintertime or whatnot, get some clothes or whatnot. So I'm running in here, getting the computer straight or whatnot, and I got the stream set up to be set for like 9 o'clock, and boom, I got it set up right, everything good, and I don't push go live. That's it, go live. Like what, bro? You talking about cussing yourself out, man, talking to yourself?
You know, but, hey, that's how I look on. I'd have been mad too, but bro, hey, we just gotta look. There ain't enough hours in the day, bro. I'm driving home. I'm rushing. I'm
man.
Like, fuck, man, I gotta get off at exit 45. You know, not the speed round Troutman. So I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna get there.
And that's the thing, bro. I get off at 2:30. Then I gotta get my kids off the bus, and they don't get the last one get off the bus 4 o'clock. So. Yeah, and I don't. I went to Charlotte and shit to go shopping one night. For real.
I wasn't even gonna cook. I was so tired. I wasn't even gonna cook tonight. I had Saturday off because Jazzy got some personal shit to do. I said, "Fuck it, you know what?" I said, "Y'all pack the car." I said, "I know they probably busy. Ain't no staff, but I'm gonna pull up and make me all the fucking food I want to."
They let you do that?
Yeah, they can't say no. Who they gonna have? They start firing.
Oh hell yeah. They ain't thinking about that. Like we gotta keep us an employee.
Yeah, she was like, I told the kids, I said, y'all sit in the lobby even though the lobby closed. Y'all sit right here and play on one of them touchscreen tables. I said, hell.
Shout out to NFL Thursday. You know the Panther boys.
Can't.
Shout out to them Panther boys. You know, shout out to my Panther boys.
3-0 since what? 2015. That's what's up.
You see the defense though. Shout out to them referees too out there trying to help Houston out. It would have been worse than that.
On the line, I started watching the game. I called my mother. She a big Panthers fan. I said, "Mom," I said, I might root for y'all. I said, "Ain't no way they got a rookie QB in." I said, "Everything. You got Tyrod Taylor. Everywhere he go, he get injured. Then that replacement is now the starting quarterback that happened to him with Baker Mayfield."
Now they trying to talk about we ain't playing nobody. Y'all ain't playing nobody. Y'all ain't playing nobody. All right. Then we play them whack-ass Cowboys next war. I can't wait for that one. Next weekend, bro.
Half of Statesville gonna be split up like Duke and Carolina.
What you talking about? Half of state, because everybody have Cowboy fans. And Carolina.
Every job I done been to, all I hear is how about them kind of. I'm like, man.
I know one damn thing though. You ain't got to worry about no Green Bay Packer fans.
I ain't got to argue with nobody really neither, because ain't nobody really. I don't find many Lions fans.
You is a Green Bay Packer fan. My bad. My bad, man.
I had I think all the warehouses I done worked in states, but I had one person from Chicago, and when she found out that was my squad, she had an attitude the whole time I was there. I'm like, bitch, better hold on to that jacket. That's the only thing y'all fitting to wear other than a Super Bowl ring is
I mean, it looked like your quarterback showed up. It looked like he stopped trying to do Gone in 60-second scenes and came back to play football.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell people. I was like, man, when you don't have an all season, the whole team was bad. They came back Monday night. They was like, fuck it, run it.
Who y'all play tomorrow?
We go to San Francisco and play them Monday night. No, not Monday night, Sunday night.
Oh,
another primetime game.
Okay. Y'all might get that one. Y'all might.
Yeah, they were out one of their star running backs. Them motherfuckers, when they beat us in the NFC Championship game, that's always been our problem is run defense. That motherfucker threw 8 passing attempts the whole game. Not a quarter, not a half.
I'm going to have to wait till Monday to see the Cowboys lose.
Yeah. They got the Eagles Monday night.
So, speaking of, besides football, so like I said, once again, shout out to my Carolina Panthers, 3-0. Keep doing your thing. We about to do this.
Well, where's Christian McCaffrey, though?
Oh, okay. All right. We might see what's up. Hey, we
Workload,
play
workload.
Thursday, especially going in the next Sunday, playing them Cowboys. I think he gonna be out there. We gonna see what's up. Yeah, that was a good one. Nicolas Cage, Cowboy. Your quarterback out there doing movie scenes. Nicolas Cage looking at.
Yeah. He came though. Put a window where a window wasn't. No, give me 4 of them. Hey, and what was funny is because I got a fantasy league with Adrian Sloan, and the first motherfucker they found me real quick when Russell Wilson went off game week 1. They was like, bro, they tried to trade me Aaron Rodgers. I said, bet, because I got Ryan Tunyon, the tight end, so now I'm double dipping. And when he gave me Aaron Rodgers, that motherfucker dropped 38 points. He wanted to trade him back. I was like,
Oh yeah, because everybody was looking at them crazy when y'all got beat by Jameis Winston. Like, nigga, what?
Jameis Winston threw 5 TDs, and I'm looking at everybody like, don't come for me. When is this man ever gonna throw 5 TDs in a game again?
I mean,
like
he was
that?
playing against an elite defense playing us, so that shit was already over before it started. Just saying. Shout out Panthers. But
get the water bottle on the table, man. I knew you was gonna come in.
The main reason I got the title of this being the South got something to say. It's a recent interview Birdman had on Big Facts Podcast. Shout out to what they doing. That's a very good podcast. If you don't watch Big Facts Podcast, you definitely need to check them out.
Right.
He was asked the question of, do he feel like he get the respect that people like Suge Knight and P. Diddy get, as CEOs, and what they done as far as the music genre, hip hop. Do you feel like guys like Birdman and Master P get their due diligence as far as respect for the music, even Jermaine Dupri's, as far as being in the South?
I feel like Master P do, but I don't feel like Birdman do. Considering on what he done to his people, kind of like what P. Diddy did. You gotta see how Juvenile was, how Wayne just went through it with him.
Yeah.
How DJ Khaled went through it with it. I mean, for Rick Ross to even make a diss track against you. And Ross was like, damn, that really hurt me because I looked up to Birdman. And then, Wade Khaled had to come out of there. Because a lot of people don't know Young Buck started there too and he wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah.
Him and Juvenile wasn't really getting along. That was still his boy, and Birdman wasn't using it. He go to, G-Unit and then make money. And 50, did what he did there. So
I feel what you're saying, and I feel like Birdman and Master P don't get their respect. I think Jermaine Dupri kind of do because of his songwriting credits. But as far as Master P and Birdman, especially Birdman, I look at the product they done produced and look at the artists that they still have doing things now. And even look at Cash Money as a label that still today is Cash Money as a label. Think about Bad Boys and Death Row Records and all of that. Ain't no damn ain't none of that going on.
Everybody in the retirement home there now, but you still got Cash Money. I mean, they kind of kept up with the times. They branched out with Rich Gang and Young Money, and then even though the shit that he went through with Wayne and Wayne taking over Young Money, he still, get a little piece of the check from Nicki and Drake, and Drake just dropped again. And
that's the same thing why I feel like people, when they say Lil Wayne should do a versus against T.I., no. T.I.'s not in the caliber of a Lil Wayne, but it's that same thing as far as the respect for the South. Like, nah, he can't go against Jay-Z. How? Yes, he can.
Jay-Z can't go against Wayne. That's I mean, you got Wayne used to get on anybody beat, and you'd be like, damn, that's a hot ass song. You don't forgot the original artist on that song, that was actually their song. Wayne was just freestyling on their beat.
It's like everybody saying about the whole Andre 3000 getting up on the stage, with the whole Death Row thing. I mean, not Death Row, but the Source Awards thing, saying the South got something to say. Going all the way back to that. And then you got T.I. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but T.I. basically was coming out after he heard Jermaine Dupri call out Diddy. And he basically still trying to call out 50 Cent and whatnot. He basically saying the whole thing about the respect for the South.
Got him. Yeah. So, T.I., 50 Cent had bangers back then, but one person to come to him, that would be T.I., T.I.P., the only man to be able to diss himself.
Do you feel like T.I. can beat 50 in the verses?
I don't know.
Why you feel like you don't know? I know you done heard both of their catalogs long enough at the
I had to
age
go back because I remember I used to bump the shit out of 50. I said, swoop.
Yeah, everybody,
I went
what
down
it
memory
was.
lane real quick. I was like, man, I used to play. But
I
all
definitely
these
was on it, especially with the No Mercy,
Back
No
when you
Fear mixtape, G Unit mixtape. That's
Yeah.
before Get Rich or Die Trying.
G Unit radios, all of them. When you
What
had
G Unit radios? What?
the
Come
6
on,
disc
man.
changes in your speakers when you used to put that in them motherfuckers. Yeah. I had all them.
Bro, you talking about going to the Chinese store when they selling the CDs and seeing them G Unit radios?
Shit, I
It
did
was
that
something
at Steaks for High. That was
Oh,
when
yeah.
Big Lots had the 10-pack for $3 and
Bro.
LimeWire will fuck your computer up real quick. Yeah.
Oh shit! Then you might get the wrong song and download that shit off LimeWire because it
Yeah,
got the
you
name.
used to get, you had to, I always played that shit before I fucking burnt it on the CD, and sometimes you get that Bill Clinton message.
Oh shit! Shit hurt your
And-
damn feelings, and you been sitting there
Man,
all
you
that,
sit
putting all
there-
that work in.
And then how long it took to download, because wasn't no Wi-Fi. Everything was dial-up back then. Let this motherfucker call the house.
Oh shit! I'm trying to think. I might have been used. Well, nah, I was using LimeWire a little bit when I had some damn Wi-Fi. It was some of that Cricket Wi-Fi though. I don't know if you remember. It was
Oh,
a
yeah,
thing you
you
could
used to
plug
plug
up
that
into
shit,
your
yeah.
left. Yeah.
I've been through it all. I went.
But that straight started moving slow when you know used all the gig.
Yeah.
It might have been bandwidth or gigabytes or some shit.
Mm-hmm. They're like, yeah, 500 megs. I'm like, damn.
Besides the verses or whatnot, I know you heard about the news, and I want to say rest in peace to Anthony Johnson, aka Enzel. You know, Boy Out Fridays. You know, all the classic hood movies and
You gonna
whatnot.
buy me a 40 for my birthday? When your birthday? What's today?
Speaking of, what's your favorite scene from his movies? One of his movies.
Man, honestly, I think Friday would have to be it, man. I ain't really seen much movies like that, but Friday would have to be the slip
I
and
know
fall
you
in
done
the
seen
snow.
a lot with him in it though. That nigga done
Yeah.
been in everything. I think a
But
lot
I
of a movie that people forget that he in. That's one of my favorites is Menace to Society.
Yeah,
That's one of my favorites at the beginning.
because every time I hear that movie, I always think about the Wayne Brothers edition.
The Wayne brothers dissing him.
No, edition. Don't drink your juice in the hood. Be in the South Central. I think every time I always hear that movie, I be thinking of that one. I'm like, man, we need
He
to
was
like.
in that.
No, I don't think he was in a version.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was. I'm thinking about I
I
got
had
the
to
hook
go
up.
back. Yeah, I got to go back and watch him though.
You know why I was thinking about that? Because I'm thinking about I got the hook up with the church scene. Because you know they got a church scene in Don't Be a Menace when they fighting or whatnot.
Hey, the same dude got stomped out in both movies.
Bruh. How would you feel as far as them doing another Friday without having all these people you know that's done passed away? And speaking of, I want to send my condolences to the families of everybody that's done passed away. You know, Debo, John Witherspoon, damn, old girl off Moesha. I can't remember her name, but you know Yvette off Moesha. You know the big lady. Damn. Of course, Enzel.
It was like her aunt or something, I think.
Yeah. It's a couple of them, man, but definitely rest in peace to all of them, man. How would you feel about them doing another Friday without having everybody, especially, you know, the John Witherspoons and Ezels or whatnot?
Yeah. Can't nobody out here play Pops like Pops play Pops.
I definitely don't think they'll do that. I don't think they'll go that route, like replacing his role.
They would have to either do it as Craig probably going to his Pop's funeral or something like that, or they always had a bully. You know, you always had some either like Friday After Next was the only one without, you know, the big bully. Well, they had Terry Crews playing it.
Yeah.
But
they had a bully in every one.
Yeah, and there's nobody that's gonna meet Tiny's feature, bro. The way how serious he was, that man was probably the kindest person on the planet. Just by looks, you feared him.
Man, that was something about Ice Cube. I don't know if it was in particular Ice Cube, but that dude could. The structure of Friday movies, he create classic characters in every single movie.
Right.
All 3 movies got classic characters.
From Smokey, from Day to Money Mike.
What?
Damon,
like come on, like every single movie, he got these classic characters, these classic quotes. Every single Friday movie.
And people still recite it now this day. I was
To
in
this day,
McDonald's
all
the other
3 movies.
Yeah, I got 2 new security guards, Clyde and Dodo.
I was like, bro, what you gonna watch on Christmas? I'm gonna put no Friday after that.
Friday after that. I had Pinky coming in.
Temptations coming. My bad, y'all. I wasn't trying to hit no high notes. Oh, so for real though, that's I don't know if it's a particular like Ice Cube getting all the credit, but hey, all 3 of them movies is classic.
And the first one didn't even cost him that much to make, and it brought in so much money.
Because he definitely wasn't paying them that.
That was.
You always hear them little backstories about people not getting paid that much.
Especially back then when they was just trying to make a name for themselves. And Ice Cube was already out there, but I think he was starting to get his hands wet into the film industry. I think he had Boys in the Hood before then. And,
speaking of, I want to ask you something about technology.
Oh yeah.
Being that we got the way look like what we doing right now on the laptops and whatnot, and being able to do what we able to do nowadays, even especially with movies and music, do you think having things at our hands at a fast pace, being like it's fast food, do you think that take the quality out the movies and the music?
I think it takes the quality out of stuff that is non-technology. I think technology-wise, when you can have it control at your fingertips, I think it's always a power thing for a human to have, is be able to control, and as long as it makes life easier. Now, you know, I wish artists got paid more for streaming, but streaming has helped, you know, a lot of artists, even unknown artists.
Yeah.
Back then, you would have to go sell your mixtape out of the trunk, and now all you got to do is, you know, shit like I've done, you've done, Matt doing, throw that shit on Spotify, and it's easy for you to be found. Like Justin Bieber was found on YouTube. It's a lot easier. I just wish a lot of artists got paid more, and especially having that local background, you know, that local support. But
I guess I'm saying in general, like the element of surprise. You looking forward to that album. For instance, you remember going to Blockbuster? You looking for that movie, like you don't know shit out now. You weren't knowing what was out there. You're like, oh, shit, I ain't seen that, such and such and that or that. I'm about to get that. You got to go to the house and check it out first. You ain't heard nothing about it yet.
Now you got, big facts. Oh, when you used to walk across that place, when the mall was actually the mall, you can go in that CD place and search through everything and all of that.
Fight Club DVDs.
A lot of these streaming services don't have mixtapes on there. You got to have an app just for your mixtapes.
That's facts.
And have an app for your music too. And so back then you had it at your fingertips. But the one thing technology got over that is if you scratch the fuck out of your CD, you fuck. You're not scratching no track on Spotify. So
I guess for me it's just the element of looking forward to something. Like, damn, you see that preview come across the screen when a movie about to come out, or you see that somebody working on an album, like for instance what J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, and Drake be doing, like they wait for a long time before they release an album, and that anticipation build up. It's like, oh shit, I can't wait to hear what they about to do. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I feel like about technology, having it thrown right at their at you. Because you remember a long time ago with Netflix, you had to wait to order DVDs before you could just stream them right here on the damn screen. Now you got it right here.
Netflix still Blockbuster. Redbox did too. And it's just like, I get what you're saying. Like when you get in the car, you just say you went and bought the Carter 3 and you just like, man, I can't wait to play this.
That's a convenience now.
And you holding the plastic in your hand and you just like, man. You rip it open and you're getting it in the CD thing and you turn it on.
You looking at the back of that shit, reading the credits and whatnot.
I mean, they both got their pros and cons. They you know, technology, you get it to where you can go listen to anything. You ain't got to worry about carrying a big bulky CD thing. But like you're saying, the pros are getting to go and look for it. You can just run in the store and be like, man, I couldn't wait to hear that new Joel Santana. There it is right there with the cane been missing.
And I wasn't necessarily running into the mall. I was finding it, you know what I'm saying, in the convenience stores. Stack of CDs sitting right there at $5 or $10.
You go in the barbershop and the motherfucker walk in, got the CDs.
Or somebody come in with the CDs and the movies, the bootleg movies. Oh, bruh.
They $20,
you got about 3 movies and 2 CDs.
I was happy as hell when I went to the flea market. I think it was like 3 years ago, and it was a dude had a table out, and he was like, "Yeah, I got the movies, all the movies you want." I was like, "Frozen." I ain't seen shit like this in a long time.
Bruh.
Had the pictures printed out and glued to the case.
You said Frozen.
Yeah.
Oh.
It had all the
you
movies.
Had it plugged in. You had it plugged
I'm looking at like, oh, I ain't seen all these. And the old mixtapes where they used to stand in front of them. I think they had one with Wayne, T.I., and Young Jeezy, 3 Kings of the South.
Bro, when they used to make the whole group mixtapes, when they had a whole conglomerate of a South mixtape or a New York mixtape with a bunch of New York artists or South artists, bro.
Yeah, I remember I think it was DJ Smalls had Southern Smoke, and you had DJ Spinatic with Wax Wizard, or the damn, what was it? Shit, he had a whole bunch of them. I think it went all the way up to like 89. I'm trying to remember. I know it was DJ Spinatic, but I think it was, fuck, I can't remember. It was so damn long, because I had almost all the fucking mixtapes. Fucking, Shawty Low, T.I., Wayne especially.
Couldn't wait to Gucci Man's, Jeezy's.
Yeah. The Wilt Chamberlains.
That's what I'm saying about. Oh, bro, the Wilt Chamberlains.
The Wilt Chamberlains.
Bro, I'm telling you, I
remember being at Adrian house listening to that, bro.
I've been trying to find a certain song that was on Wilt Chamberlain Part 5, bro. I still cannot find to this day. I cannot find this song, man.
I can't remember which streaming platform I had. I think it was Spotify that you can listen to 5 and 6. You can put in Wilt Chamberlain and it was 5 and 6, but I don't know if it's the full mixtape.
Shout out live mixtapes, man. They used to be where I used to go.
Well,
live mixtapes.
You can download that shit for free.
Oh, yeah. That's when I was putting it on my little phone.
Yeah, Dad and datpiff.com. Yeah. The live mixtapes is that.
Why do you feel that? Hold on. I don't know if I want to go into that. Yeah. I'm going to hang off that. I want to get into some of the things that's going on in the world right now, and I don't know if you've been paying attention to it, but as far as the Haitian immigrants, have you been seeing what's going on with that, especially at the border with them being on the horses and the whips, all that shit that's going on? Well, there's a lot of Haitian immigrants that's trying to basically get out of their country. They ain't got no president. It's a lot going on over there. People dying. It's a lot of chaos going on, and they trying to come over here. And basically, at the Texas border, I think it's the Texas border. They got people on horses, basically white dudes or whatnot, whips or whatnot. You got these Haitian immigrants with kids on their backs, bro, trying to get food or whatnot. They crossing the border to go to Mexico to get food and trying to bring it back. Because the camps or whatnot, they ain't got no water, they ain't got no food, they trying to eat or whatnot, they trying to survive, man.
Yeah, they just trying to do what they got for their kids. Everybody hear about the American dream, and you try to come here, and hell, even the own Americans don't even want it. That shit's sad, man. You're supposed to be the land of the free, and ain't shit free here. Not even your time.
I always feel like just like then when it's kids, bro. When you see kids in a situation, it's like you don't take that into consideration. Like the situation, seeing that, especially being a black man, bro. Yeah. It's a nerve, man, and it's a nerve with everybody. But it's like, damn, you can't do shit about it. It's like, why even try to? That's one of the reasons I don't even try to post on it. I speak on it because, like I said, I definitely want to send my prayers out to all of them that's going through that. And even thinking about getting up complaining about anything, nigga, I'm like, ain't shit to complain about. You ain't got to be in no type of situations. Like, ain't nothing to talk about, ain't nothing to complain about, bro.
That's why I stand with BLM the way I do. I know being a white man in America, I would never, ever be able to fill the shoes of a black man in America, never understand what they going through. But me knowing what right and wrong is, knowing that no matter what you look like, your color, none of that shit. You are a human being just like me. You are my brother. You are my sister, regardless of whatever you believe in. I don't care if you came from fucking Pluto. I'm going to respect you as a human being because that's what you are. You got the same heart in your chest. You eat like I do. You go to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's ignorant at the end of the day to hate somebody before you know them. Like, that's, the same thing I teach my kids is I don't care what nobody looks like. The only thing I care about is their character.
Speaking of this situation, and like I said, I want to send another prayer out to the Haitian immigrants and everything they got going on.
Big facts.
Have you heard about the situation with the missing white lady, Gabby.
I know. I think I've seen some stuff on Facebook where everybody on the media is blowing her up, but if you talk about a non-white child missing, is quiet.
Yeah, see, that's where I lead to. But see, that's the thing. You just sitting there saying like, I don't really know nothing about, but I done heard some about it. You see that?
Yeah.
You still done had a glimpse of it.
Yeah,
I didn't even know nothing about this girl, but I still done heard about it.
And I can see it, and then I go, you know what? I'm looking patting at anybody.
And before I finish, I want to send a prayer out to her family and the situation they got going on. This ain't nothing like discrediting what's going on with her, whatnot. It's just pertaining to what's going on in the world and what's been going on for a long time as far as missing black girls, missing black people, kids in situations or whatnot. Just missing black people in any situation. And the reason I asked you that because I heard somebody mention something about missing white girl syndrome or missing white woman syndrome.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard anything like that?
Yeah, I see it because I see right from wrong. I'm, when I look in the media and I see it, and it's like everybody knows if it's a missing white woman, the world gonna stop. But if it's anybody else missing from any other race, the day keeps going. And to me, when I stand with Black Lives Matter, there's a reason. A lot of people say, well, all lives matter. Yes, they do. You're right. All lives matter. But it's just like, especially when you explain it to Christians and they say, well, let one sheep, flock away from the herd. Yeah, there's 99 still here, but you're still going to, wander off and go find that one that's missing because that one is just as important as those 99 are. Even though these 99 seem fine, yeah, all sheep matter, but this one left and that one still matters, even though that wandered off. And that's the same with BLM. All children that wander off or get kidnapped, get missing, they all matter. Yeah, they all matter. But they all deserve the same attention too. You want to say all lives matter? Well, why don't we give all missing children the same attention as we do a white woman syndrome?
Yeah.
You got to.
That's one of the reasons I wanted to bring that up, though. It wasn't like being disrespectful or anything towards what they had going on or whatnot, because anybody, human being, as far as, especially in that type of situation that goes missing, is sad. It's sad all around.
Yeah, it hurts any parent when your child is missing. Especially when you get them out your sight, you start panicking for the worst, and they can probably just turn the corner and you be like, oh shit. That sudden instant, I could never imagine what any parent is going through with a missing child, but
any missing child, that's what I'm saying.
The same media attention, the same help, the same resources, the same, because you want to tell me all lives matter, well then all these children matter, regardless of race or gender.
Definitely, bro. Well, I want to lighten it back up a little bit. I definitely wanted to jump in that a little bit because, like I said, I do this not only for, as far as music and what we doing. I try to get into some real world situations, especially those type of situations, because I feel like they need to be spoken on.
Big facts. And shout out to all parents, like you said, all parents going through it.
And prayers out to any parent that got a missing child out here right now. Definitely sending prayers out to any parent that's having a missing child out here right now.
Regardless of race or gender, we pray that your child come home. Big fact.
Speaking of, and I ain't being funny when I say this, as far as speaking of the whole white situation.
Oh yeah, big fact.
Are you a fan of Eminem?
Oh yeah. It's just from a lyrical standpoint, like, to what he do.
Okay,
it's when I hear artists,
go ahead, finish, bro. Go ahead, what you saying?
When I hear artists, it's like, a lot of people, if you got a vibe and a flow, like, Andre 3 Stacks and all them cats that are real lyrical, that, some people be like, man, I ain't down here bumping Outkast. I don't give a fuck. I am. From fucking, T.I. Wayne.
Who said they ain't bumping Outkast?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of these young cats out here, man. What you listen to, man?
Oh yeah, okay, I got you. Yeah,
you better put you on this, blue fake. Well, I'm not about to hear that shit, man. Get that out,
Well, you already know how the younger generation is, bro.
I go through that with fast food all the time, man. From playing Eminem, from playing Wayne.
One thing I would say though, I'm gonna say this: I wasn't a fan of NBA YoungBoy, but I done grew to start enjoying his music more. And some people was telling me, like, you need to, like, just sitting there actually listening to NBA YoungBoy,
Yeah.
I'm enjoying his music and what he's saying, especially his growth. Like, he growing as an artist. So shout out to NBA Youngboy and what he doing.
And that's like, I don't know if you seen what Birdman said about him. He said that Drake
I
would
did.
most
That's the same interview.
but NBA Youngboy would be the biggest. And I had to look at it like, because I'm not a fan of NBA Youngboy. I haven't really took the time to sit down and listen to it, but it's just like, I have a hard time.
You know what made me listen to him? I heard of him. He got a feature on Tyler Creator's album.
Yeah.
His recent album. And I said, let me check him out, man, because if he doing it, I need to check him out. And you know he got a feature on the Baby album, too.
Yeah, and that's another person a lot of people sleep on with Tyler, the Creator. That's lyrics too. If a lot of people would be like, man, he weird, man, I can't. And that goes, okay, well, you look at Tyler, the Creator weird, you got to look at Eminem weird, too. A lot of his shit from back then was about violence and shit like that, but when you got to listen to the lyrics, you know, you say, well, you know, Andre 3 Stacks and him too, you know, from Pimp C, all these guys, you gotta just look past from what you listen to. Like, damn, this shit is actual fucking bars.
Facts.
And I've heard like Tyler, the Creator or some shit like that.
I know you like Eminem lyrically, but do you enjoy his music?
Parts, not all of it, but some of it. I know. I'm trying to remember that one album. I think he had that Superman song on there. I think Lose Myself or something. However it went, there was only a couple of them, but the older ones from the Slim Shady LP,
Eminem, and the Marshall Mathers,
yeah, and the Marshall Mathers LP, the older ones, yeah. But as he kind of moved up and started getting more, you know, with D12 and them like that, it kind of like, okay, now I just feel like you putting a lot of stuff out. But now recently with Kamikaze and stuff like that, where he started going at people where, you know, that said he was too old and he wasn't this and that, when the MGK and them like that, and I was like, okay, you getting back on your old shit. That's just like how people
because like, do you feel like Eminem can go in the verses with his music?
No.
Okay, damn, we can't really debate on that because I feel the same way.
Because for one, they not gonna understand it lyrically.
Yeah.
And two, they not you. It's like it's kind of like you had to be there. You had to be there. You had to be there at that time. You had to be going through what you're going through at that time to be like, damn, that shit here. It's like, you know,
hey, I wasn't going through nothing as far as wanting to kill my mama or nothing.
Oh, nah.
I wasn't like, what?
Hey, you.
I was just rocking with the music because I wanted to hear I just wanted to hear how insane Eminem could go and what lyrically he could say. Like, oh, so you hear what he's saying? It was the shock value of what he was saying too.
Yeah,
being at that age.
Talk about killing his own baby mama while having a daughter on the track. That See, you ain't. You gotta.
Hold on, wait a minute. I wasn't going through
that. I was a kid myself. I was like, we do that when we get older.
Nah.
No, we don't do that. No, that's not what we do. Not today. And like they say off another Friday, can't get jiggy with it. Nah, you can't get jiggy with this shit.
I'm like my girl on Family Guy. No. But yeah, I felt like it wasn't just with his lyrics, it was production too. Dr. Dre had a way of only producing certain sounds for Eminem that I don't think in a verse is gonna be like, yo, this shit don't sound right. I ain't with it. This ain't it.
That'd be the most whitest crowd out for verses that you ever gonna see. Eminem go up there, but it has to be somebody from that time period. Yep. Either that or it has to be somebody like MGK or some shit like that.
Yeah, nah. No.
Or somebody has to make a similar style to Eminem, and ain't nobody out here that will have that.
I want to give him his respect, but Jay-Z will kill him. It's these type of people that I feel like people be comparing him to, but they be comparing him lyrically to these people like Jay-Z now, not musically. I just feel like the music is way better. They can't do that.
All the Blueprint albums, all of that. Yeah.
Damn, I'm trying to think who could go against it.
No. It's like it'd be like trying to play rap hits against rock hits. Like you're gonna have two different. you'll have two different genres, and one side will be like, yeah, 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 and the other side will be like, you know. The only way I see him possibly is if it would be, I see him as a feature in verses, but I don't see him as the main artist. Like if 50 would go against Ja Rule, and they would play that patiently waiting, and then get on there and some shit like that, or
damn, I'm trying to think who we could go. I can't come up with nobody, bro.
No,
you right.
I can't think of it.
All right, how old are you, bro?
32.
Okay, yeah, you definitely at that age. Do you feel like older New York music sounds better than older South music?
Man, it just depends. If you want to hear from your 808s and trunk slanging, then you gotta go. If you like that chop screw, then you gonna come south. But if you like the fast pace, offbeat, lyrically, kind of like a Nas type shit. It just depends on how you are. I mean, I'm more so. I can't say I prefer the South over the North, but I can't say I prefer the North over the South because I got favorite artists in both. Like if I play a Jay-Z or Nas, I'm like, yeah. But if I play Gorillaz O still to this day. I got Gucci Mane. I was just listening to Thug Motivation.
I guess I wouldn't go back that far. I would go back to like Outkast or the Outkast or the DMXs. You know, around that time, like UGK, 3-6 Mafia, around those times.
I don't know, bro. I'm like in the middle, man. I'm stuck because I got love from both sides. It's like you want to live right in the middle, and you got West Coast and East Coast, and you're just like, man, you got to choose between Fox and Biggie. It's like, oh man.
That's the thing. I got what you're saying, but for me, it will be New York because my younger days, that's all I was listening to. I was a fan of Outkast. I listened a little bit of 3-6 Mafia, Sipping on Scissor. That's probably about the only 3-6 Mafia early on that I was listening to. But Mystical, Master P, like my brother probably would put me on them. But New York, Noriega, Busta Rhymes, Jay-Z, Nas, Dipset, like that's what I was listening to. All I was listening to.
Especially Lloyd Banks back then. But man, I would hear Outkast. I love
Wu-Tang Clan, like man, that's the solo albums, like that's all I was listening to.
And I would have them coming up. I'd be like, man, I got that Joel Santana, but then I'll be buying that Lil Wayne at the same time. It's just like stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like I like both of them, North and South. Man, it's just like I was a big fan of music. I still am. Like everything. Like if I hear it and that shit just sound good, no matter where it came from. Yeah. Like man, that shit the fuck. Yeah.
I think what fucked me up was goddamn Jeezy.
Yeah.
After hearing Jeezy and Shawty Red producing for him, Trap or Die, then Thug Motivation 101, that shit fucked me up, bro.
Classic.
Listening to that, them 808s hitting, hearing Jeezy's voice, him rapping. I couldn't go.
Track.
It was hard to go back to listening to New York music for a minute, for a long time. It was.
As soon as that album dropped, I was running around Statesville High because I remember it being 07. And I remember being in computer class, and this dude was like, yeah, man, I got that new 101. And I was like, how you know? Yeah, he said, man, I'm selling it. I'm selling it $10. Fuck, man, I can make it myself, but I can't find all the tracks that I need. I was like, fuck.
When that dropped, 2005?
It was like 2006, 2000. It was. I
Either
remember
way,
being
that
early.
whole year, the summer, winter, that was it. That was all that was playing.
If you rode the bus, you heard that motherfucker come through right beside you. Oh, yeah, boom, boom. That bottom of the
CD
map.
players, everything.
Yeah, everybody had that. The headphones on and the CD player. It wasn't until my junior year they started coming out with MP3 players.
Man, bruh.
Because leaving Statesville High in 08, man, that was them early 2000s, just the time to be there, man. All the Soulja Boy dances.
It was.
All
that was the times, bro. That's why I always say, even with the movies and the music, you do not get it like that, man. You don't get that quality like that.
No,
think about
you
your
don't
movies,
get
bro.
That time and effort, and you had to wait. Now, you know, everything. So like, I get what you're saying. And like when the streaming, like, yeah, man, you know, 12 o'clock, great. Now, I mean, I gotta wake up in the morning right after I get out of school. I'm making my ass to the motherfucking store. I'm getting that shit off the rack. And you go there and that shit damn near already sold out. And you be mad.
You see these kids walking around with their phones now, telling you the music they listening to and everything they got right there, making their own little mixtape.
Got one AirPod in and shit. Be like, hold on, man. Hey, what, man?
Niggas trying to make sure they don't walk too fast and so the CD don't skip.
Man,
the battery's not dead.
The battery light start flashing.
What? It's hurting that shit hurt your feelings. It's over. It's over the rest of the day.
And when they made rechargeable batteries, you know how many lights they save?
Bro, you put your batteries in the freezer.
Man, what? I used to throw them motherfuckers on the ground and get like 30 more minutes out of them. I used to try to go the cheap route and go to the Dollar General when the dollar store when they had them in a 10-pack for $1. And be like, man, you going
you still making music?
Yeah, I gotta
got back to it.
Man, I think me being my biggest criticism, I think I'm saying it right, but it's just, you know, I'm being my biggest critic because I'll make something, I hear how I sound, and I'm like, man, I wish my voice was different. I'm like, man, I'm gonna do some more editing, I'm gonna do this, and then I'll go and say, I'll work on this later. And I got so many unreleased projects just sitting there waiting on me to go back and edit. And I think I gotta get over that hump and stop, you know, being my worst enemy with it. Because the podcast,
you know, that's just like the podcast. Throw it out there and see what.
It's easy for me to do because I'm like, yeah, you know, because I love music and this and that and hearing what's going on as far as people I work with in Philly, OKC, here in the Ville. Also, you know, out of seas, I'm like, man, I could be playing my shit too, and I gotta stop being my worst enemy, like being down on myself when it comes to
it. Have you been watching the Wu-Tang series?
No, I ain't. I've been trying to find stuff to stream on it, but my ADHD ass cannot sit down long enough. I'll be in my phone. I start looking around. It's like when I watch a game too. The only time I'm able to ever really sit down is when the Packers are playing. Like if I'm watching sports, but then I look at my phone, I'm like, damn, who scored already? I'm like, shit, it's already halftime.
The reason I brought this up because in season 2, I'm recently watching it, and they on season 2. The recent episode they did, and what we talking about as far as your podcast and whatnot, they in the process of trying to get they LLCs for the logo. They sit down with this lawyer right in this episode, and they talking to him about shares throughout the group, like who gonna get what, how much should they get, how the group should be able to do their solo projects, like just listening to the process of the shit they going through or trying to get done just to have the right to have this name, not only the name but the logo, and the right to push out what they trying to do. Like
it's just crazy because it's like when I was,
and that was back then.
Yeah. And see, they didn't have to be able to look it up on Google right then and there.
Yeah, like what we got right now. Yeah.
Like when I look at right play artists, I'll be like, hold up, before I play, you got the rights to that beat, right? You got the least rights. Because if I put this out, this is on streaming platforms, it's monetized. It don't get hit because I got to go through all that shit. When this gets posted to YouTube, I have to go through YouTube because those people have copyright claims on their songs, and I got to go through and put.
That's it. Them copyright claims ain't no joke. Copyrighted fratting.
And them motherfuckers are so quick on it too. We don't care if you had that shit in there for 3 seconds.
2 seconds, 1 second, little snip. It's it. Cut.
Got it.
Well, I ain't gonna have you up on here too much longer.
She done busted in.
As far as like I said, I'm gonna get back to the hip hop or whatnot, music wise. I don't been trying to do this my own little versus thing as far as classic albums. So I want to give you a classic album versus T.I. Urban Legend versus The Game documentary.
Man.
And I know you done heard both of them.
Yes. I'm playing one of them game tracks on there in my head right now. What is
what? T.I. That's T.I.'s Urban Legend. That's ASAP. Motivation. All that. You don't know me.
That how he went when he's like, I brought you all my dreams because I live. Some shit like I'm trying to remember how that game track went.
Both of those albums classics. That Urban Legend was that pivotal point for T.I.
You don't know me.
Yeah.
Man. I probably had to go T.I., man. I probably had to go T.I. just from off his catalog alone, but the game is no slouch. Yeah.
I would say the game documentary. I gotta go to game documentary, bro.
At a lyrical standpoint, yeah, but
Lyrics and the beats. Dr. Dre and that production. He had some Timberland on there.
Yeah. Cause I brought you all my dreams. I'm trying to remember how that track went. That shit, that's an all-time play. I think you know.
East Side, West Side. That one with 50 Cent on there.
Yeah.
And Dreams, produced by Kanye.
Yeah. What? No.
Shit, bro. I got one more thing. One more thing I want to ask you. I recently talked about, back to the whole P. Diddy versus JD.
Nah.
The reason I'm bringing this back up because JD recently was talking about him being in a Songwriters Hall of Fame. And I was like, oh, wait a minute now. I got to look at that.
Mm-hmm.
And I did. I was thinking about that, but I'm like, it's still, when y'all get on that stage and we go in a verse, it still ain't gonna matter to me. It ain't gonna make no difference to me.
You can't keep telling the crowd I'm in the Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Yeah. It ain't gonna make no difference to me.
And then you got your respect. Respect, dude.
Yeah, you gonna have it.
Yeah, but your catalog is. I mean, you can't. You gonna play the Brat or you gonna play Bow Wow? The Franchise Boys with one album. Oh,
that's my thing. The rap. What is Jermaine Dupri gonna play with the rap songs?
Yeah, from Puff. Are we talking P Diddy or are we talking Puff Daddy? Which
both.
one?
I do both.
If we talking that, then Jermaine Dupri might as well just say he gonna.
I'm telling you, man. My whole thing was like, what is Jermaine Dupri gonna play against Victory?
Can't.
What he gonna play against Victory?
P Diddy, all he would have to play is Biggie, and he going through everybody.
Bro, I wasn't thinking about Mace. I don't know, man. And like I said recently, I posted this on the basement.
Found Christ, Mace.
I said P Diddy got Bad Boy South, Boys in the Hood, Young Jock, like you said, Gorilla Zoe.
Then he had Jeezy. Jeezy was part of Boys in the Hood before Gorilla Zoe came in there.
He can't play no Jeezy solo tracks, but he got to play Jeezy in the group.
Yeah. And Young Jock came in, and then Diddy can show up off of all his making the band
shit, man, he plays in the band. Chop City, hitting in the chub with the chop with it. Hey, I'm with it. You get E-Nestle up there, all of them.
If you want to make it R&B, then hell, I mean, all P Diddy got to show up with all the making the band groups.
Man, I Need a Girl Part 2, Part 1, which one?
Damn.
Shit, bro. So that's pretty much all I was gonna get into, man. Like I said, I appreciate you even coming through because this really is supposed to be a fill episode. Me trying to make up for what I did yesterday, man.
Now, speaking on the verses, that's like, I mean, I feel like Jermaine Dupri versus P Diddy is like what Omarion said with him versus Chris Brown. Bro,
no, we ain't gonna do that. We not gonna do that, man.
Y'all ain't gonna play no music. Y'all gonna dance?
No.
The only way you gonna compete with Chris Brown is if you turn the music off and y'all dance.
We not gonna put Jermaine Dupri in that category with Omarion. No.
Now,
I feel like he can.
Outcome. I'm putting it as the outcome category.
Omarion has no chance against Chris Brown. No chance. I don't care if it's dancing. I don't care if it's humming. It's no chance. I don't care. You can get up there, touch all you want to. It ain't
gonna bring out B2K? You gonna bring out B2K? Are you gonna play a bump, bump, bump the way you do?
That shit gonna fizzle out quick.
Yeah. He gonna stand there.
That shit gonna fizzle out quick. And I ain't trying to be my bad little fizz.
Chris Brown could play all his old shit. He could be like, he could play Run It.
Man, they better bring out Immature.
Hey, if Chris Brown play his first song, Mario gonna turn around and say help.
Party. Oh,
help. Yeah, you gonna say help. You don't have the catalog, man. You don't have the catalog.
Let me
It's
chill,
the same
man.
with Jermaine Dupri. It's the same with Jermaine Dupri and P. Diddy, man. You just don't have the catalog. And I mean, that goes to what I was thinking about earlier. When I was at work yesterday, I was like, because I seen you was talking about it, and I was like, No Limit versus Cash Money.
That's the one. That's the one.
And then I was thinking past catalog. I'm like, damn, who would go on stage with Birdman after he done did everybody like he did?
Nah,
Juvenile.
In the interview, everything done. He been cool with everybody for a minute too. I know he been talking to Manny Fresh now for years now. Like everybody pretty much straight.
I know that hurt me when I found out about Manny Fresh, when I found out about Cali coming out of there, the way he did Juvenile, then he did Juvenile the way he did Wayne now with Young Thug. It's just like, man.
I'm gonna say this.
Out of there.
I personally don't got no opinion on how he do anything because I ain't never touched the amount of money he done touched or did what he done. So
I remember he said he was on one song.
Respect for Birdman.
In the cell to sitting on the jet.
That's for real though.
Back in one. Fuck that.
Because if you in that position at an age that he was at, because you know Birdman got that money at a young age from Universal.
Mm-hmm.
He had that same deal like Master P had, you know, when he had that like 80-20, like he getting all that money. Like, yeah.
Give me my masters, give me my credits. Give me
all
this,
it.
you know.
Definitely shout out, respect the Birdman.
Master P made it out 3 ways: rapping, acting, and hooping. Most people forget about Master P hooping. It's like, yeah, he played ball.
The Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah, he played.
Didn't they have like a free game or something people could come to one time when he was doing that? Or was that man?
I can't remember, but when I talk to cats nowadays, they be like, man, stop playing. Master P didn't hoop. I'm like, nah.
Because when they did the little documentary, I forgot he played for like 3 teams.
Mm-hmm. He got a bag, and anyway, he let you know, hey, if you can take it, you make it.
Well, shit, bro. That's pretty much all I had for tonight, man.
Oh yeah, big facts.
Oh yeah. Like I said, next Friday, man, if you want to come through, Nadia and them already said they'll come through. I don't know about Clyde. I got to make sure Clyde do, but like I said, most likely he will because he did last Friday if I'm going to have her on here. If I can get all y'all on here, you know that'll be a good episode. Definitely.
Oh yeah, big facts. And I'll be aiming for that shit too. I'll be at work. I'll be looking at the clock because we got it on the screen where people order. I'll be like,
oh yeah. I understand that, bro. I understand that.
I'll be trying to creep out.
Like I tell them though, if you got some topics or something you be wanting to come up with something, bro.
Oh yeah, big facts, big facts. And you know we run it down. It's always love on the low key K.
Oh yeah, man, but definitely
always.
Any of my subscribers checking me out, definitely go check out the Easy Red Show, man. Check out his YouTube channel. Definitely subscribe to his channel, man, for real. Definitely look out for Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify Podcasts on the streaming services. Definitely check them out. From
Apple all the way to iHeartRadio. I seen iHeartRadio. I said, damn, I made it.
Oh, yeah. Got that Amazon, too. Google Podcasts, all that.
Yep. All the way from there. And it's on different podcast websites that you can go and stream to where you ain't got to pay monthly. It's on there. I think it's like 14 different platforms. And then it also gets posted on YouTube. So that's why I always say, hey, no matter where the love come from, you got to give it back, man. So
I want to give another shout out to Clyde and the deal too, man, for coming through Friday again. My bad again on that episode, man. My bad again. Like I said, man, I feel like I wasted time, man. I wasted daytime. Once again, I want to apologize for that, man. All I had to do was push live. My bad, man. It will not happen again. Like I said, I put streaming and record, so I'm recording either way. It's gonna be on here either way.
You got to get a sticky note, put it right on the side of the screen.
I have it sitting up here like Keyshawn. Push go live in capital letters.
You ain't here rushing, hot down, hit it, shit, get everything on flick. Oh yeah. Bing.
Shit, bro, I'm about to get up out here, man. I'm gonna let you tune to your kids, man. I gotta get mine right too, still, cause they still up.
Big fact. Like, man, don't make me pull the melatonin gummies out now. Yeah,
since you jumping on, you doing your podcast tonight?
Oh yeah. Shout out,
definitely check it out.
Shout out to William Hall, man. Shout out to William Hall. I don't know if anybody really got to hear him sing back then, man, but he's been playing some tracks. He's not really. I don't want to say antisocial. I think more so he just, has that shine going. Me, I just don't know how to shut the fuck up. So I was like, hell yeah, man, I don't mind promoting you, dog. You know, he was like with this, and I was like, bro, I don't want nothing from you. Just share it when I share it, bro. I just want to help the video, bro. And
but definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. This is the road to 300 subs. Don't forget to hit that notification bell to let you know when I upload new videos. And don't forget to check out the Easy Red Show. It's going to be a new podcast tonight.
Big
we
loud.
out.
Oh, yeah.